Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MSc Diaries with your host, Janelle. I'm stuck. I'm so stuck. Today is... What day is it today? Today's Wednesday. It's taken me a while to remember what day of the week it is because everything is a bit of a blur. And I'm quite anxious about my presentation on Friday because I keep thinking that I'm going to get my days mixed up and I'm going to miss it. But the thing that's grounding me in this moment is the fact that I only work 3 days a week and I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And today's my second day at work for this week. Therefore, it's day 2. So today's Wednesday. I'm stuck because trying to gather my thoughts. I'm stuck because I split up the coding into 5 stages. I've done stage 4 was a doozy. I say doozy. I completed it on Monday. It was a side quest that in total was like 1,200 words that do not count towards my word count, but it is the not the gist of my project, but it is kind of answering the generic question, not the generic question, it's the answer to my research question. The problem now is, the reason why I'm stuck is because I thought initially that I was going to create like some kind of landing page that user inputs it. I can't even say I need to go to bed earlier because all I'm doing is like close my work laptop, open my other laptop and like grind. What was I saying? Yeah, create a landing page, some sort of landing page, like 3 pages. One is the landing page where users input their information, then the back end which runs the code, and then the output which then kind of provides, sorry, a call came through. The output which then provides the my coding side quest. Can I say my coding side quest? So my stage 4. The problem that I'm having is all the suggestions that I found after like internet sleuthing don't work, and it doesn't work because I use Google Colab as, I guess, not the main form of doing things, but basically like at the first half of my degree we did quite a lot of things in PyCharm and we used Jupyter Notebook. Fantastic, loved it. Then in stage 2 of coding, we did everything in Google Colab, and I didn't go back to using Jupyter Notebook as part of PyCharm, and now I can't remember how to use Jupyter Notebook. So trying to build a GUI, a graphical user interface, requires me to use tkinter, I think is the right term. Tinter, something. The problem is I can't use it using Google Colab. In order to do it, I need either proper Python, or actually, if I don't use it in PyCharm, if I download Python and try to run it in Python, it should give me a user interface. The GUI should work. And then if it pulls the relevant information, then possibly I've completed stage 5. I need to try it. The problem is I'm in the middle of my work day. But I do need to try it to see if it will work. I can't wait until 5 to try it out. My other thought process was to just combine the code and then just run it in Colab and then not have the separate user interface that you could use. But because I need to do the demonstration, the user face would actually be easier. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm like, oh, girl, let me write this on a post-it, because if I don't write it on a post-it, I might forget, and the ADD be ADD, and yeah, we can't be losing vital information like this. So, download Python Tkinter GUI should create a user interface and thus stage 5 complete. And I know you can't see what I'm writing, and I know this doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense to me, and it's on a post-it note, therefore it's a thing. I haven't uploaded yesterday's video. I'll probably do that now, because technically this is my lunch break. Yeah, I'm still overwhelmed, overstimulated, but more than anything, I'm really, really tired, and I'm really tired because I think the amount of brain capacity that I'm using, and I feel like in true coding fashion, whenever I think I've done something or I've completed something, I'll run it again and it won't work, or I need to change something, or I need to fix something, and that's the nature of programming. The thing that I find funny is that my degree is in data science and its applications. It's not computer science. But the coding exhaustion is given computer science. It's bringing back memories of trying to do my information systems degree and failing miserably. However, the thing that I've realized quite heavily, rather, and I think it's as a neurodiverse person, is that my way of learning is very, very different. So how I was being so exhausted, how I was being taught in my other degree isn't the way that I learn. And that's not to say that I didn't have elements that I really shoned in. So like one of my lecturers, Igor, I think about him all the time because he was a good lecturer in the way that he didn't believe in restrictions. Whereas like there are a lot of lecturers that are like, I want it like this and I want it to look like this. And I feel like that definitely comes from a place of white male privilege. But Igor was very much like, nothing is illegal. In the sense of programming, nothing is illegal. Like, you can build the things. If the thing that you're trying to build runs, nothing is illegal. If you can explain what you've done, nothing is illegal. And like thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, Igor, that was a word. I hope he's good wherever he is. He was an excellent tutor, but you know, people ruin things for everyone. So Igor was not our teacher for a long time after that. Yeah. So where am I? I have 800 and something words, 400 words. I have my introduction. I I need to do everything else. On Monday, I wrote 1,200 words. Those words are actually not part of my dissertation. I mean, they're not part of my word count. They were the side quests for stage 4 of my coding. I started the literature review. I need to finish that. The literature review is going to be about 1,600, 700 words. I feel like once I get going, I don't think I'm going to stop. And yeah, that's where I feel like that's where the bulk of the word count is going to exist. So I need to do that. I have Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning, early afternoon to finish the report. I have the outline for my presentation. There is nothing in my presentation. What I was thinking of doing initially before I had that brain moment was to just do the presentation, like work on the presentation, and then tomorrow work on try to finish off the code. But either way, I'm anxious. So I think I'm going to try and do both at the same time tonight, which gives me tomorrow to kind of tidy things up. Friday morning, I'm not doing anything apart from like heading to uni. I think I'm going to make it an all-day thing. I'm going to head into uni and bring my laptop, go to the post-grad room in the library and just like sit there, buckle down, have use of all 3 screens. Oh, it's heaven to have like 2 computer screens and then a laptop screen. Works wonders for my mental well-being. So yeah, and then do that, and then I'm debating whether or not to go into the library Friday, Saturday, and Monday. I might not go in on Monday. I might stay home. But if I can be in the library and complete the bulk of it Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to be cold in the library because the heating's not on the weekends. So I'm going to have to wrap up warm. But if I can do that, I'm done. So what I want to do is, the priority right now is presentation and finish stage 5 and then submit on Friday, and then all I have to worry about is my report. Like, submit my presentation, and then I think I'll be able to submit all my code and stuff. I need to go back over the submission requirements of what I need to submit, because I feel like there was so much information and it was actually quite confusing, if I'm honest. I feel like dissertations have become stricter in the requirements of what they want to see, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the amount of information required, my brain hurts. And then like I had this notebook. I'm only going to show you this side. I bought like this notebook. When did I buy this? When I was in Germany. I bought this notebook and it's got like my little step-by-steps that I've been doing. The problem is that I forgot to put a lot of steps down in this. So it's half complete. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do once this is over. And I really want I want like a 2-hour massage. I want a holiday. I want other things that I cannot speak about on this channel. Yeah, so once this is done, I'm like, actually, I don't even have submission at 5 on Monday. I need to submit by 4:30, the latest, just in case there's like an outage or an issue or whatever. And then at 5, I would have finished my master's. And that is terrifying. Not terrifying, but it's like, oh my gosh, I've done it. Yeah. I've done it. So that's what I'm working. That's what I'm working towards. Can't believe it. This has been the hardest year of my life. For so many reasons. So many reasons this has been the hardest year of my life. Anyway, gonna make myself a hot drink. Put on another layer of clothing because I'm a bit chilly. I'm doing it. I've done it. I'm almost finished. That feels insane to say, and I don't know who I will be. I mean, I'll be me, but I don't know who I am, like, once this is done, because this has been so much, you know? My brain hurts, and I say my brain hurts, but I feel like just before something big is going to happen, like, my atoms are like shaking. Like, you know, I'm not iPhone, I don't have an iPhone. But you know, when back in the day, I still have my iPod. Not the old school iPod, the one that you could play games on. I can't remember what version, what it was. iPod Touch. Once you held down an icon, it would start shaking. That's what I feel like my atoms are doing. Like, they're shaking because they're like, you're almost finished. Like, you're at the finish line. I feel like I'm running a marathon. And what, today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm running a marathon and I've got 5 kilometers left to go. This is going to be my best 5K yet. Yeah. So today I feel better than I did yesterday, even though I feel like I'm in a worse position than I was yesterday, but at the same time not, because I did a lot of troubleshooting and I realized what didn't work for me and what's not going to work for me. So I'm in a better position than I was yesterday, even though it feels like I haven't achieved as much as I would have liked. So yeah, I'm going to stop this here. I'm actually going to upload this one and yesterday's. I'm going to upload them now. And yeah. Terrified. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another update. Have a good day. Bye.